Good blessed Wednesday, August the 30th, 2023. It's about 2:28 p.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't even matter whether you're the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemy. It doesn't matter whether you like what I say or do. I said that's your prerogative. I believe that's your prerogative. I know it's your prerogative. And you have a First, 14th, and so many other amendments to the United States Constitution to think as you please. What I want to talk about right now, I talked about it earlier, is about what Lester Gillespie here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County done to me on August the 26th, 2023 at about 2:28 p.m. when I was videoing my uncle's funeral from a distance, from a place where I was barred to go. I made a police report. All right now. Hey, you ain't got to say your name though, but is Lester Gillespie a good?
Hell no.
Don't he do good in the town for the people?
Hell no.
Who he for?
Hell no.
Is he for himself or for the people? For himself. All right, all right. That go another brother. Power to the people, man. Do you know Lester Gillespie? Huh? Have you ever tried to get some help from him? He did a lot for you? Nothing for you, huh? Have you seen anything he did for the black community?
Nope.
I ain't gonna put you on the thing because I don't want them to see you. He might have me and you arrested. But people say he's a good man. Oh, what do you think he's doing with all that money, man? Buying a new truck and what else? Houses?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now y'all hear that? See, I ain't the only one. These people walking up and down the street that I live in. Let me show you what Lester Gillespie was doing to the children on April the 9th, 2016. Right on this corner here, you see where the stop sign is at? You go past the stop sign, you see the blue trash can to the right, right in the middle of the streets. Y'all seen my video where Lester Gillespie was telling children to run. He said I raped children. What made me go down there and video him on Saturday, April the 9th, 2016 is because some of my neighbors on this same street came to my house and told me Lester was coming to their houses, knocking on their doors, saying Raymond is videoing y'all houses, and they knew that wasn't true. So I went and videoed him. And this paperwork right here, this is what they charged me with for a misdemeanor, Class A misdemeanor harassment, which it went to the state, not the city, and they sent an outstanding warrant for me, arrested me. I had to bond out for $350. Then I went back and forth to court. I had to pay for a lawyer. It was senseless when I paid the lawyer, Sam Montgomery, out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, because he didn't call not one of my witnesses. Now one of my neighbors that told me that Lester was down there videoing, saying that I was videoing their houses. Now, I was on 2 years probation and I did it successfully, even though I know I didn't do anything wrong. Now, on August the 26th, 6 years later, August the 26th, 2023, I was on Boone Street, back around the 400 or 500 block of Boone Street, videoing by the track, the C.F. Bowen Center where my uncle was having his funeral at, minding my own business. And my video camera showed conveniently, first let me say conveniently, I was told by the police department that the cameras from the Housing Authority, which is where the C.F. Bowen Center is at, and the police department cameras over there by Vine in Williams Avenue or Elm Street they so conveniently been down for 2 weeks. Guess why? Mother Nature lightning hit it. But all that money that the housing authority get and the police department get with them grants, 2 weeks with all that violence happening over there, you would think they done got it fixed. But I didn't need their cameras. I had a witness right back there. I gave the police officer the witness name and phone number. The police wrote a report, a 3-page report here, y'all. And at the end of his report, he said, I have nothing further at this time. But let me tell you who had nothing to do with this case, the chief of police, because it's concerning Lester Gillespie and his family. This is the chief of police, Robert Hearns. He wrote a He wrote a supplemental narrative report. He has nothing to do with this here. He said, now the police said he talked to the prosecuting attorney. He never took a police report, never went to the prosecuting attorney, a affidavit, never went to the prosecuting attorney where the police officer square what he put on here that he got from me and what he seen for himself. But Robert Hearns, he put attached to something that didn't even go to the prosecuting attorney. He said on the morning of 8/28/23, which was Monday, talking about Robert Hearns didn't write this. Mark Higgins wrote the report. That's who I talked to. I forward the link to Ivy's video. What video? To the prosecuting attorney so she could review it. Later that afternoon, I received an email from her stating that she did not feel there was sufficient evidence to file criminal charges. This case will be considered closed unless any further information or evidence is found. Number one, this police report never went to the prosecuting attorney. Number two, the witness never went to the prosecuting attorney. Number three, the prosecuting attorney wouldn't even talk to me. But let me show you something. Now, when I went up to the police station, I made sure that I had somebody they couldn't intimidate. Now, all of this here is from the one from Lester now. All of this here. Look at all this here. You don't see Bobby Hearns' name on none of this here. None of it at all. But he get involved with the one with Lester. You me tell you why? Because Bobby Hearns was a part of the Susanna Wesley Family Learning Center. Lester, the chief of police, Robert Hearns, Lester, the prosecuting attorney now, Carla, Poley, the judge, Robert Barker. But look, you gonna listen and hear Bobby Hearns when I asked him about me being convicted on this particular case in 2016 for the very same thing Lester was doing to me on August the 26th. He told me, the prosecuting attorney said, what I just read, insufficient evidence. Now, if it's insufficient evidence, then he said, I asked him, I said, do you see any violation from the city? He said, well, if you want to file something, you see what I'm saying? Hey, now, doing all right? Hey, I know Lester Gillespie got you a job, ain't it? Huh? Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Oh, that black. I didn't know that was you. You doing your own thing. Hey, he didn't help you get that far, did he? No, sir. But let me tell you this here. Now, he told me if I wanted to file a city charge, I can. I said, did you look at the video? He said he didn't look at all of it. You know why he didn't look at all of it? Because it wasn't something that was going against me. He looked at it all, but he didn't find no cussing or nothing on there. Then he told me if I wanted to file charges, it wouldn't be no more than a disorderly conduct. Now, if this what Lester did to me on the 26th of disorderly, how is it a state case? See, it would be a city case. It's a real big difference than a city and a state case. See, they want it to be a city case because the city attorney is the one prosecuted me against Lester. Prosecuted me when Lester came to court against me on this case from down the street. Her and Darren Kane. But Darren Kane ain't here no more. But let me just put it at this here. I'm finna show y'all what Robert Hearns said and how he was talking to me. He said I was mad because I got convicted. I ain't mad if you don't even know me, because if I was mad, you see what I'm saying? You wouldn't want to see me mad. You see that badge and that gun of yours? You probably ain't never used it no more than at the fire range. But see, you gonna do this here to somebody else, Lester gonna do it to somebody else that ain't got the patience and got the faith in God and me. People like you, Robert Hearns and Lester Gillespie, make innocent people get killed in the streets. I pray that any people y'all doing like y'all doing me, that they let God handle y'all, because God gonna send you one or two places. He gonna send y'all to the cemetery or to the jail. I'm gonna leave y'all with this here. What Lester did to me, when I made a police report, here's the state said it's insufficient evidence, and it's 9 minutes and 23 seconds of him harassing me, calling me a rapist, saying that I'm a wife beater, and even tried to run me over with his truck, and even blocked me in like they did Ahmaud Audrey in Georgia. But the prosecuting attorney, according to Robert Hearns, she looked at the video and didn't see no crime. She didn't even look at the report, so they don't respect the officer. We know Robert Hearns don't respect this officer because he talked about Wes McDermott. When Wes McDermott wrote a field report, he said that he should have wrote what Robert Hearns wrote. How is you writing a supplemental narrative and you ain't got a doggone thing to do with this here? See, you the one mad because I'm not scared of your racist behind. I'm not scared of your family. I don't care what your uncle and your auntie was. I don't care how powerful your family is. I don't care how powerful Lefter's family is. I don't care how powerful Brent Farrell's family is. Let me tell you something about me. I want all of y'all to read Psalms 26, verse 27. It says, when y'all dig that pit for me, I ain't gonna fall in the hole, y'all gonna fall in the hole. Check the cemetery and the police department. Y'all put buried boys and the gal on me, guess where they at? They ain't around here no more, is it? Some of y'all prosecuted me illegally or wouldn't prosecute people that was doing stuff to me. Where they at? They ain't on earth no more. I'm gonna leave it at this. I don't care who don't like it. I'm one black man, Robert Hearns, Lester Gillespie, and all the rest of you racists and racist, you sellout blacks. I'm one black man that you can't put no fear in. I don't fear your jails, your prisons, and sure don't fear y'all. Mr. and Mrs. Ivy didn't raise no cowards. My daughters won't be no sellouts or cowards neither. I hope they work for the highest authority in the feds so they can come back here, because I know a generation of you blacks and whites that's running this town now, and if the shoe fit, wear it, y'all families gonna be doing the same thing, but y'all gonna reap what you sow. The Bible says so, not me. Peace.
You get everything you need, sir.
Yeah, is there
anything else that you needed?
I'm not leaving my property until we go be together.
Is there anything else?
I don't even trust her with you.
Is there anything else that you?
Okay, why don't you trust her with me?
First of all,
Hold on, wait, stop.
You did.
this is my house.
You own the house, but you rent it.
Stop it.
Listen to me, man. Fred.
Yeah.
Okay, go on and do what you're gonna
I'm
do.
going to do what I'm doing. I'm taking a report.
Yeah, and I'm gonna call first. I can call Brett.
Don't do that to him, because he ain't even done nothing.
No,
This is what you're doing. You getting
I
on
opened
to
that door 'cause he was
everybody.
in the way.
But you getting
She
on
was
to
standing behind us,
everybody.
so you
No,
committed an assault
You getting on to
and a
everybody.
burglary because you can't go into your house
You're
if you've
getting-
rented it to somebody.
Let me tell you what happened, sir.
You barged into the door. I seen it.
The door was open.
Y'all stop.
The door was
The door
closed.
was open, but she was
And
standing
she was
behind it,
standing
and
right
you pushed it
there.
open.
And I asked her, we coming in.
You pushed it
You
open.
said she was a
Now we
sheriff.
can do this. You can leave or you can go to jail with me. How about that?
Sir, listen to me, man.
Okay.
Wednesday, August the 30th, 2023. What time is it?
103.
1:03 p.m. I'm going inside of the Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County Police Department to and see why wasn't no charges filed on Lester Gillespie. We know what he said. He said the state attorney said, I want to see what he gonna say and see if any crime been committed. Hello, hey, I didn't see you, Paul. I need to talk to the chief for a minute. It ain't gonna take but a minute. I just want to, it's paperwork here. I want to see what's going on with it. His truck is out there. The dispatcher even said it's out there. He said he gonna see if he here. We know he here. All right, I appreciate it, Paul. How you doing?
Good.
Let us see her too. And you don't know if there's any city charges. I know they said they ain't filing any state charges. You didn't see no city charges, neither.
There was nothing else attached to it.
All right, thank you. The clerk said there's no city charges, which is not surprising to me.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen this this thing. I think you had Officer Higgins wrote a report, and I didn't know. I see you got a supplemented narrative report. You're saying Monday was the 28th, wasn't it?
Yes, I can.
It's saying that on the morning of 8/28/23, I assuming you, Robert Hearns,
Yeah.
Chief Robert Hearns, forward the link to Ivy's video to the prosecuting attorney, so
That'd be
the state's attorney, so she could review it. My complaint against Lester Gillespie. Later that afternoon, I received, Robert Hearns, Chief Hearns, received an email from her stating that she did not feel that there was sufficient evidence to file criminal charges. This case will be considered closed unless any further information or evidence is found. Did you review the video?
I reviewed the video.
Okay, and did you see the report that the officer made?
Yes.
So the report that the officer made and the charge that he made, second degree, which is a class A harassment, you didn't see that being committed, right?
Well, it's the prosecuting attorney.
No, I know.
So, I mean, I didn't watch the whole video. I got the link and I sent it to the prosecutor.
Okay, you sent his report to him too?
Yeah.
Okay, you sent both of them. When did you remember when you sent it? Did you send
No,
it?
I didn't send the report. I sent the
So,
video.
she didn't get the report.
I sent the video.
But I'm saying, you sent the video, but you didn't send the report.
She has declined to file charges.
No, this is what I'm saying. When a charge is filed, if I didn't have a video, you would have to send us something, right?
I would have sent. I sent her a link to the video.
Okay,
And
but
she's watched the video
Uh-huh.
and has declined to file charges.
okay. And
I mean,
then
that's
did
all
she
we-
tell you anything else?
No.
Okay, now tell me this here. Do you, as a city charge, do you see anything?
If you want to
No,
file.
I didn't ask you.
I whether I see it or
All right, we gonna leave that one alone. Now, we know when this was filed.
Okay.
And I know you very familiar with this one here. This was 2016. You remember Zachary Albright? If you can't remember, it's the exact same thing.
Okay.
When Lester was telling children that I was raping children on April the 9th, 2016, and Lester didn't call the police. Some female called the police saying that I was. This is what I want to ask you. No, this is what I want to ask you now.
You need to go.
No, not to the
You need to make
prosecutor.
that with the prosecutor.
No, this what I want. This I just want to say with you. Now, you made a supplement report on this one with Lester, but you didn't.
Right.
You didn't do anything on this one here. It went straight to the the same thing.
I'd have to go look that up.
Oh, you don't have to look it up. You know it real well. Here it is, right in front of you. You want your clerk to write it down? Because, but this is what I got found guilty on, getting 2 years probation.
Okay.
Outstanding warrant.
So you were convicted in a court of law.
Now let me say this here. You know who arrested me?
Who?
Before this got renewed? You, Sergeant Percy, and Coleman. You remember Coleman? You don't remember none of that, do you?
I've arrested a lot of
No,
people.
you don't remember that, but I'm saying for harassment.
So
For the same thing. Okay.
you're mad because
No,
you got found guilty.
you saying I'm mad. I didn't never say I was mad damn
Well,
time. What I'm just saying is to show you that y'all got double laws.
No, we don't have double law.
You see, you didn't have nothing to do with this one, right?
I don't know.
No, you didn't. Zach Albright did, and he said he took
Can I
everything
see
to
it?
the prosecutor. Yeah, you can see it real good.
Okay. I mean, I don't recall.
You don't recall,
But honestly, I don't.
but you, do you know if somebody said this? Did the prosecuting attorney say to you like they might have told me or somebody else that it was a city matter and not a state matter? You never heard them words, or did you?
I don't know what you're
I'm-
referring to.
I'm talking about this one here.
You can file a complaint. in
No,
the
I'm
city
asking
court.
you, did the prosecuting attorney tell you that this is a city matter?
No.
Okay, that's all I need to
They
say.
said that there's a potential, only thing they could see would be city charges, disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct. So if that was a disorderly conduct,
No.
then I'm saying.
No,
It doesn't.
You twist everything.
No, I ain't.
around.
This is self-explanatory.
No, you got found guilty.
Yeah, because
in
you know
a
why I
law.
did? Because had the prosecuting
You
attorney.
do know there's two. They're not the same prosecutor.
But let me tell you this here.
Okay.
We know who that prosecuting attorney worked with, because you worked it for Susanna Wesley before too. The prosecuting attorney worked it for Susanna Wesley. Lester worked for the prosecuting attorney represented Lester in the case.
So it's a big conspiracy.
No, the prosecuting attorney represented Lester Gillespie when Gary Camp threw out the case.
Once the prosecuting attorney
That's all I
decides to
wanted
file
to
charges,
Hey.
there's nothing I can do about
And
it.
see, what you did was to show me, you said that I'm mad. I didn't tell you, man. Take that. See, what you used to,
You're
you
always
used to.
mad.
No, that's what
Yeah, you're always mad about something.
You always breaking the law, but it's gonna come back on you. On you, your clerk, and the rest of y'all. Now, did y'all see what he just said? He said I was mad. He didn't know nothing. This case is the same exact case as this one here. When they convicted me, then he's saying it's a big conspiracy. The Polly represented, let's come over here. Polly represented, the prosecuting attorney represented Lester Gillespie in a case that Judge Camp threw out. He said, I'm mad because I got convicted. No, I ain't mad. I know y'all boldly convicted me. But then he said, it's a possibility if I want to file charges. Now, the one that Lester did on the 26th of August, he said the best that can be is a disorderly. But if this is a disorderly, how was mine a second-degree harassment? You know why? Because this police department here in Charleston, Missouri, 204 North Main Street here in Charleston, Missouri, is ran by Klux Klans. It's ran by people that break the law. that courthouse, the same thing. But see, Bobby Hearns wanted me to cuss, but y'all seen the way he acted? He said, can he see this here? He know what this is. But one thing about it, it's gonna be a new generation coming in, and I hope they get these people here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, the same way they did in Ferguson and other places. Y'all see how the law run here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. A disorderly, what Lester did to me is a disorderly. I wonder, is it a disorderly when he tried to force his way into that girl's house? I wonder, was that a disorderly? So what Lester did, I can come right up here on Main Street and do it to Robert Hearns or anybody else, and all I get a disorderly. No, what they'll do is give me a felony. I don't need to say no more. Charleston, Missouri, law enforcement officials, not all of y'all, but it's ran by Klux Klans who abuse their power. Susanna Wesley, the 33rd Circuit Court, the police department, the sheriff department, the NAACP, Stellar Consultants ran by Les Gillespie, and Fresh Start Performance Center that's ran by Les Gillespie. All you got to do is see all the criminals that work for them and all the criminals that who family members is been charged with murders, drugs, and everything else here in Charleston, Missouri. Peace be still.